Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a Who review. I am Davros and I'm a Whovian, and today I review Doctor Who The Giggle. So, carrying on, not long after the Doctor and Donna arrive back on Earth and are greeted by Wilf, they find that all of London is in chaos, where everyone believes that they're right and they're winners. And of course, there's some signal transmission going on of the first ever TV footage recorded of Stooky Bill, where he's having a little giggle, and the Doctor believes that everyone is infected by this whole hypnotic madness due to everyone having access to a screen now. And then of course the Doctor goes back in time, meets an old foe, the Celestial Toymaker, or simply the Toymaker, now played by Neil Patrick Harris. And of course, even though it's been all these years and all these regenerations, the Toymaker still recognises the Doctor, and the Doctor eventually recognises him. And they play another game. As the Doctor beat him in the last game, he challenges him to another game which the Doctor does not win, but then with them both winning a game each, they make it the best of three. And of course the Doctor returns to Unit HQ to try and find out how to stop this craze going on by people being infected. The only people that it hasn't infected are people wearing these bands on them, and of course people that have had travels in the TARDIS that are unaffected by the giggle. And of course the Toymaker runs amok around Unit HQ, and then the Doctor challenges him to one third and final game, but with the Toymaker playing one game with the first Doctor and then another game with the 14th Doctor, he insisted on playing the game with the next Doctor, so gets this big laser weapon, attempts to trigger the Doctor's regeneration, only to find that he doesn't exactly change, but he doesn't get any more future lives because he separates into two entities with the 15th Doctor, and they bigenerate, playing a simple game of catch before defeating the Toymaker as he slips up and drops the ball and gets folded away into a box, only for the golden tooth that he had that contained the essence of the Master, because he explains that he challenged the Master and the Master lost, and he placed him in that golden tooth. And we see a hand pick it up and a giggle happening. I like to think, please pick that up from series 1, season 1, and have the Master return. I would love to see who would be the Master for Ncuti Gatwa. And of course the 15th and the 14th Doctor both part ways, and with the Toymaker's essence still present, the 15th Doctor splits the TARDIS into two separate entities, so the 14th Doctor can have his TARDIS and the 15th Doctor can have his. And of course the 14th Doctor, with no regenerations and being his own person, he adopts himself into the noble family and recovers, whilst the 15th Doctor sets off on new adventures. So what did I like about this one? Well, I think this was probably the best of the 60th specials. Ever since day one when they announced Neil Patrick Harris and all those set photos of him, I thought he is, no doubt the Celestial Toymaker. And we were all right in thinking he was, only he was simply called the Toymaker in this, and instead of being like a Chinese man or given the original look of the Toymaker, they thought he's a celestial being, he can take on any shape he wants, and with Michael Gough also being dead as well, they thought let's have him be played by Neil Patrick Harris and have him as a German this time, making toys in 1925, where it's John Logie Baird's assistant that purchases Stooky Bill for the test footage of the television, which I liked as well. We got another historical figure featured in there as well, John Logie Baird, with the Toymaker and stuff, and using the old original footage of Stooky Bill on the prototype television. But yeah, I love Neil Patrick Harris as the Toymaker. He was just menacing, he was charming, and he was witty, and he was a show stealer, and I was looking forward to this special more than the other two. I also thought David Tennant was brilliant as always, and I liked that whole confrontation where they first meet again, and we get those flashbacks of the first Doctor and, Michael Gough's Toymaker, letting us know, this is still canon, it's still the same show from all those years ago, it's updated, and I felt that this was like a long-awaited sequel to that classic serial, The Celestial Toymaker, which is unfortunately lost, with only one full episode intact, which is a shame. But knowing what I knew with the history of the show, I thought, I still enjoyed this one. And knowing what I know about the Toymaker, I also like that he hinted that he had the Master, or his essence, in a golden tooth. I thought, we're going to see the Master again. Did he come to the Master's aid and challenge him to a game? Also, Donna Noble, Catherine Tate was brilliant too. Wilfred Mott, now, knowing that Bernard Cribbins is no longer with us, they used recycled audio from him saying, "You go with the Doctor," and we had a body double. Never really got a look at his face, which I thought, okay, have all that be off screen for the rest of the given that he's not dead. I also like the unit setting, with Kate Stewart back, and of course Shirley, which is a character I instantly grew to like from her first appearance in the Star Beast, and I really hope we see more of her. We also get the return of Mel Bush, played by Bonnie Langford. We find out how she returned home to Earth and find out what happened with that bloke she stayed with on that planet in Dragon's Fire. And Bonnie Langford, she was a good support. In fact, during her original time in the show, I kind of found her annoying and irritating with her screaming, but given that she's older and wiser, I did actually mind her in this one. I thought she was a lot more improved. I don't know why, I just felt Bonnie Langford was more likeable as Mel in this one, and I imagine we might be seeing her again. But also, I love the bi-generation scene. When I first saw that, like the Toymaker, I was like, what? I thought he was going to regenerate, but then they separate and bi-generate, thinking, okay, what's this whole new premise? And I thought, you know what? It's the 60th Anniversary Specials. Let's just go with the bonkers twists. I mean, the 50th gave us like the War Doctor, and wrapping it up with the Doctor being granted a new cycle of regenerations and stuff. We know the rules at this point are beyond broken, so I thought I'm just going with it. And the small screen time we got from Ncuti Gatwa as the 15th Doctor, saving the day with the 14th Doctor in his pants, was comedic and fun and energetic, and I thought, I think I'm going to like this guy as the Doctor. Even though he was in the last 10 minutes of the episode, excuse me, I enjoyed watching him perform. And, we wouldn't have had a long wait before the Christmas special of that year. And that's what I like with Russell T Davies returning. He's brought back the Christmas specials, a yearly tradition I loved every Christmas. So the Giggle. Is there anything I didn't like? I don't think so. I loved that whole dance sequence where the Toymaker's dancing to spice up your life around Unit. That's funny and witty, and I thought, Master, you got your work cut out here. I mean, you gave us Scissor Sisters and Rasputin, Boney M and Can't Decide, but the Toymaker showed off his witty, dancing, energetic skills with Spice Up Your Life. So, let's get to my ratings. Performances, I'll give him a 10. The writing, a 10. The visuals, had good visuals. I'll get a 10. A 10 all around, because I still have good vibes off this special, and I truly enjoy it. So there you go. There is my review on Doctor Who The Giggle and the 60th Anniversary Specials. So I'll probably revisit the Church on Ruby Road, and review that, before we get to the new season of the show, which is coming on May 11th. Yes, something to look forward to there. So anyway, have you seen this one? Do you think I'm overreacting? Do you think it's becoming over? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Me personally, I love this special. Like I say, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and to share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and to hit that notification bell. I have been Davros the Whovian, and this has been a Who review on The Giggle. So until next time, run for your life.